Salutations everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Sunless Sea. I am your host, BrainBoy20, and where we had last left off, we had visited the Twin Isles of Codex and Wither. After making our journey back north to do the roundabout journey to reach... what was it again this time? Not our father's bones, nor salt lions. Tell me I didn't forget to get the freaking Admiralty's quest. I really hope I didn't. I honestly, sincerely hope I didn't. I might have actually been an idiot and forgot to get another quest. No, it might have overwritten the quest. Oh, you son of a... Fine. Bloody fine. We don't have one today, apparently. Are you sure? Yeah, no, we legitimately do not have one. And we're also hunting down the Fathom King as well, so that's something important. Anyway, let's shove off once again from Codex. We really don't need to remain there any longer. Just making sure that I actually have the, it's in my hold, but the port report of Codex. Yes. Alright, so we're going to be popping into the Avid Horizon. No, I think I'll actually skip that. We'll make a brief stopover in the Chapel of Lights, because that's where I took the supplies with me. Head over to Frostfound, head down south, hopefully get to Khan's Shadow. If not, we'll take a detour and go through Station 3 and head back. Already getting familiar with the map, and I'm happy for that. That makes my job so much easier. And like I said last video, the snowbank was rolled back because we had restarted the game, which is one of the few nice things that you can do in Sunless Sea. It's a little cheap, but who wants to go through a snowbank if they can avoid it? And unfortunately, my job has demanded that I'm working in the middle of the day today, so I'm trying to do this recording beforehand because I did try to promise yesterday night that I'm going to attempt to do a double recording today in addition to the Patreon video, which I still need to get together and then get the reward scheme together. Then again, I call it a scheme. That's really giving it a bad name. It's like, you guys voted, you wanted either donations or donations with benefits. All two of you that actually voted on it, and the other people who just didn't really care. Which I guess fair is fair. Chapel of Lights. Do you hear the music too? Not going to eat of the chapel's bounty, but will naturally gather some intelligence. We could definitely continue and join the services to the chapel, but... Wait a minute. This seems concerning. We will, of course, eat of the chapel's bounty, because that reduces any issues we have. Speak to. What are we doing again? Frostfound, yes. You're right. I am an idiot. Let's go. It's actually Frostfound, not the Chapel of Lights. I only remember that because that's where I was forced to stop the quest multiple times because I could never get the 2 live specimens. I didn't know how to get the menaces beforehand. Well, now that I actually do, we should be good. We're going to ignore the Avid Horizon. There's pretty much nothing that could be good for us there. And I also need to prevent myself from burping on camera because it's really annoying to hear. Anyway, aside from all that, I'm happy because I've aced my anatomy test, and I've probably aced my biology test as well, as I'm taking 2 science courses at school, and that's why it's murdering my schedule entirely, in addition to the fact that they're the entire day on Tuesday and Thursday, so I basically am away from home that entire day. Although, because of that, that actually gives me a very strange idea for a milestone, but we'd probably hit it almost immediately. But that'd only be fair. Anyway, Stoddard's Haven. Naturally, we're going to take some tea with the squatters, as I do want to gain some fuel and supplies. But let's show the squatters your navigator's sigil. A plucky researcher recognizes it. I know it well. I can show you, but the way isn't easy. I'll not take anyone frail. You'll need ropes, crampons, skins, tents, and I want paying, of course. My bursary is wearing rather thin. Good enough. Almost never remembered. He didn't exaggerate. The ice is slick as an oiled mirror. You need pittons and spiked boots to navigate the slopes, and a misplaced foot will send great chunks of it thundering into the thirsty sea. The air bites like a bound shark. Your face is numb, your fingers stiff, your throat raw. The climb takes you around a sheer white cliff, the waters below swimming with shards of razored ice. At last, a frozen ledge. A vertical sheet of ice rises before you, reflective of a conjurer's glass. Engraved upon it, 20 feet high, is the navigator's sigil. Impressive, isn't it? The researcher says, dropping his pack. It's one of the old accords between Wither and Irem. It means almost never remembered. Your navigator approaches it warily. The sigil on his temple sparks with blue fire. He reaches out, his fingers touching those of his reflection in the ice, and his reflection lunges forward, whispering something in his ear. The navigator crumples into the snow. Oh, the plucky researcher says. Damn! We're going to have a devil of a time getting him back to the ship. You do, but you manage it. Back in your cozy cabin, you imbibe mulled rum. Will you ever be warm again? Speak to your sigil rim navigator to learn what happened. You lost 5 supplies, lost an outlandish artifact. And I've gained a wound. The first one I think I've ever gained in this game. And naturally compose a port report. Now, are you awake? Because we kind of need you. The ship's surgeon finds you. He's awake, my lord, and he's asking for you. The navigator has slept, fitfully, since he collapsed on the frost-bound ice. Well, it's nice we have a bloody doctor. But I guess we're going to have to wait until something awaits us. Do I want to go to Palmerston? In truth, I actually don't. I want to make a different, trip. In fact, I'm probably going to go straight down towards Khan's Shadow. As I need to try to find the Fathom King so I can advance that quest line in some fashion. I still keep looking at Hearts with disdain over the fact that I was forced to lose the Sister's quest entirely because I couldn't succeed that check to save my life. Anyway, to Abbey Rock. I'm not actually going to wait for an event here. No, I'll wait for an event, mostly because the events can actually be handy. And we'll leave the light on there. I'm surprised it drained fuel that quickly to be on. We can gain a few bits of terror while we wait. I didn't mean to hit it that fast, but oh well. Port report. And I don't need any, I honestly don't need any of that. And we'll avoid Station 3 for now, even though I have a long box to return. Do I really want to, though? But something won't await me in port now until I actually wait out at sea for an extreme length of time. Which would always tick me off. It's just, you have to wait so long. Your fuel drains so quickly. Yeah, we'll stay right here. Because this actually apparently does not qualify. And the lighthouse will occasionally reveal the entire sea for us. I'm sure our hunger increases, which is probably the thing that's going to limit us now, because I don't think I can actually wait out here that long. But ah well. Wasn't I trying to save one of those for the Sigil Ribbon Navigator? Yes I was. But I have a very, very long trip to London back, because I'm going to skip Pigmote Isle. No, I can't. As it turns out, I actually can't skip the trip back to London. Or at least skip Pigmote Isle, just because Pigmote Isle is so helpful. And if I boost civilization by 1 more, I can actually enter a skin-to-lack trade that's profitable. Errands for the Acolyte. From time to time, she'll admit that there's something you can do for her, guarding the gate, but I think I have to visit to Sooth and Copper. Oh, a novel present. She's in search of new music to sing to her work. You could write her some. I could. A visit to Sooth and Copper. She has a little jar of hard metal shavings, bits too small to be reused for any other purpose, picked out of the teeth of a nutcracker. Let's see. Boiling liquids. Sooth meets you at the door. Copper is not home. Sooth has a cauldron on the boil already, and in go the shavings. You wouldn't think they'd melt, but they go like butter, swirling into the mix. Have 'em bottled by tomorrow's forenoon, Sooth says, not looking up from his stirrings. That is nice. I don't need hot metal, though. I'm fairly certain it is. What use is hard metal to you? But then, what use is a long box? Perhaps you imagine the whisper at shoulder. What use, indeed, is a heart? When you turn, there's only the ragged flirting of the wind. We're going to make a long box delivery to the acolyte. More secrets of the heart. A faint smile. It's difficult to read her expression behind those goggles. Perhaps she's pleased to see you, or perhaps she's only eager to continue her work. Now we'll have to return later. No one's here to visit us. Naturally, we're going to wait and try to stop by Pigmote Isle on the snares and see if we can get lucky and boost their civilization rating once more. Although if it's the one that requires 5 supplies, I'm going to have to tell them to starve, which is probably going to destroy their civilization a little bit. Although I honestly, sincerely hope that that's not the case. Is there anything else really to talk about? Not really. I did post a tweet about it, and I'm happy that they give me back my hours, but I'm also not so, because those hours murder me a little bit inside. And I don't know what's happening next week. Like, I'll find out in the next video I'm posting today, if I have the time to do Conquest of Elysium 4, will probably be me complaining about what those hours actually are. Because no matter what it is, I'm not going to be happy with it. But hey, everyone needs to wake up and make money at some point. Pigmote Isle, what do you have for us? Help Caviar resolve a dilemma. The aid takes you to the coast, where the huts still smolder from the last pirate attack. Ah, it's this again. Well, we could advise an attack on their stronghold. We'll see what happens here. Victory! The raiding party returns bearing treasure and the lead pirate's head. Their successor will think twice before launching another attack. 50 fragments gained a new Pigmote Isle might. And I didn't have to spend anything to do so. Whoa! The crossroads of Pigmote Isle. 2 vessels are docked at Saint's Haven. From the island of Visage comes a commandeered pirate ship. Its figurehead is a dying bull, transfixed with a spear. Next to it floats a decayed wreck barely held together by barnacles. Tales of Pigmote Isle have spread, and the powers of the sea have taken notice. Between 2 empires, a rotting drownie and a woman in a crocodile mask stand on the docks. Both loom over the rodents, deciding Caviar's response. Caught in the middle. Hairless advisor, your timing is impeccable. Please, grant us your course one last time. They both demand our treasure in exchange for their protection. We cannot decide what would be for the best. The rodents surround you, noses pressed to the dock in supplication. Guide us. Support the Fathom King's claim. The drownie bows. His Complexity's Majesty's blessings upon you, my lord. Will be pleased to see the glorious Thalassene return to the depths. In gratitude, he will reach his soggy hand over Pigmote, in justice and protection. He looks expectantly first at you, then at the rodents. Support the Visage claim. The ambassador bows. The left eye of flourishing of years called to us from across the waves. It is ours by birthright and ours to claim, yet let none of us Yet let none say we are not generous. In exchange for its return, we offer both our friendship and our wisdom. Secrets, Captain, that can guarantee the prosperity of a nation. Oh, advocate for independence. Great rewards demand great risks. But they are ready. Oh, yes. Yes, you are. Let's go. The die is cast. The drowning returns to his vessel, his bloated feet squelching with each angry step. The visage ambassador is silently behind her mask. Neither of their masters will let this insult go unanswered. The struggle for Pigmote Isle. The gates of town are closed. 2 rodents stand guard. One of them, a rat, is trying to light a cigarette. The other, a guinea pig, holds the rat's whiskers back from the wax-match flame. Both yelp as they see you approach. 1,000 apologies, hairless advisor, but this is our fight. We must fight it alone. They exchange a nod and escort you respectfully, but firmly away from the gate. Return to the ship. It is not safe to be here at the moment. The Z bubbles angrily around the hull. The air crackles with hate. Squeals in the night. You've done all you can. It's up to the rodents now. Well, I sincerely hope that with everything I've done to build up this place, that it should at least be a decent chance, unless this is one of those where you had to literally perfect it each and every time in order to have a decent chance. But I'm no stranger to those types of events. Anyway, let's make our way back to Fallen London, this time remembering to get the Admiralty quest so I can get that freaking strategic information. Unless for some reason I didn't accept it. Or if I haven't, it's just bugged out and I can't find it. Like I say, I sincerely hope that it succeeds. Mostly because I actually don't know what happens then. If it does succeed, this will be great. Because I honestly want to see what happens when they are like successful in protecting their claim. Because this storyline is completely new to me, because they added it in like the interim since the last time I played Sunless Sea, which is what, 6 months ago? 7? Something of that sort. And now for this event. New purpose. His sigil has grown. It reaches down to his cheek now. The skin it marks is pitted and grey. Captain, the ice told me. The sigil's reflection was its opposite. Or inverse, it doesn't matter. We must go north, north and north and north, to the avid horizon, to Void's approach. He struggles to rise. Where are my charts, my compass, my sounding line? To the avid horizon it is. Hopefully the Admiralty are nice and give us an objective far to the north. Although knowing them, they're going to give me something completely random. Oh hey, I didn't even realize that you were right there. Well. I was like, you better give me supplies for this. After dealing 5 points of hull damage and potentially killing one of my crew, give 1 terror for 1 supply? Yes, bloody please. And we can ditch Hunter's Keep. There's nothing for us there. Because we failed, there's nothing for us there. It still disappoints me horribly. Like, when you coin flip 3 times, you'd at least expect 1 to succeed. Then again, I don't know what point does it get. There's a 50-50% chance get guaranteed. I'd have to actually try to do some mathematics involving probability. And those types of mathematics are something I've not really been good at. It's something I can't really remember how to do properly. I could go look it up at some point. I don't really know why it's called Bad Stiverner's Abyss. I might have to look that one up, because I think that's actually like a person's name. Maybe a supporter of Fallen London and or Sunless Sea, one who is prolific about it? Who knows? But that's just conjecture on my part. I don't actually know, personally. Hey, Revenue Man. Go right ahead. There's nothing for you here. Let's see, a free evening. The Roser's Wharf who will be there today, and someone wants to sign on. Well, that's not my issue. You wanted to purchase long boxes. Well, screw you as well. A dauntless temperance campaigner is cooing at your live specimen. She was here to protest against the shadow puppet production of the honey harvest, but passes her placard to one of her supporters. How much for the beastie? I feel so disappointed in this. Anyway. Oh, I still have strategic information, I just never passed it in. I'm glad. Here, let's see, what's the next one? From Wither. Well, I was wanting to go north anyway, and might as well go to the most north of London location possible. I'm glad. Alright. Port report. Vandebite. Wither. Abbey Rock. Chapel of Lights. Frostfound. Codex. I forgot. Oh, I couldn't get that one, actually. At least I forgot to. I don't want to upgrade anymore because the upgrade doesn't actually help me in any way, shape, or form. But I will use some of the Admiralty yards just because it's so cheap. Just to instantly repair my ship to full. Anyway, we're going to visit our lodgings to spend some time with our family. Alright. Time with your family. It's a delight. But will it always be a delight? Zayla knows two worlds. Just enjoy their company. An evening in the parlor with your child and your sweetheart. And so to bed. Crumpets and Boliet jam. And what happens when you spin a child around so fast they're very nearly sick? Quiet at evening's end. Shared stories. Bats beating at the windows. And much later, the warmth of renewed passion after the cold salt of the sea. We lost all our terror, have gained a restful night. And, well, there's not much else to do here. At least I don't think. Let me check. I'm not hiring on more crew. You can't make me. Who's the new recruit? I can only engage a Zayler. Well, that's not a humongous issue to me. I'll actually engage one free Zayler and then leave the rest to just random chance. Visit our study. I can't really do anything with that just yet. But one thing I can... Oh, reconsider Master Sax. Let's not. Because I need... What was I looking for? Aside from a very, very itchy ear, so excuse me for a sec. Alright. Do I have... No, yeah, I never sent that away. I still have recent news. I'm smart, because I never turned that in before I actually left. So, all we're going to be doing is just purchasing supplies, which will have to be done next time. Because if I do it now, they'll just have to make me rebuy them anyway. So, hope you've all enjoyed watching. This has been BrainBoy20 with Let's Play Sunless Sea, and I'm signing off. If you enjoyed the video, remember to like, comment, or subscribe, for it helps out a great deal. And I hope to see you all next time. Farewell.